Alright, hey there everybody. Happy Turkey Day to you. This is a special edition of the Tech Deck for your Thanksgiving. If you're reading this, you've seen that I've had the good fortune of jumping into the Vault of Glass this weekend. I played with, you could see our fire team was 5 people. I thought I recorded when we actually were victorious on this, but watching this video now, I think we had 6 players when we got there. But anyway, this is Bungie in Destiny. It's really the main piece of content that you have once you reach level. Well, 26 is what you need in order to get into the Vault of Glass, or at least that's what the recommended level is. Probably to be 24, 25 to even get close, but I do recommend you hit 26, and you have several fellow players that are also level 26 and above in order to make this work. This launches like any other mission. You land. What you will notice is that there's an absence of exposition. You won't have any Peter Dinklage. You won't have any, one of the vanguards telling you what to do or anything like that. You have to sort of figure this out on your own. That's one of the main draws of the raid here, the Vault of Glass, is it's really like playing a puzzle, trying to figure out exactly what you have to do. And as you'll see here pretty quick, the enemies are really difficult, high-level enemies. They just keep spawning at a relentless pace in the raid. And what you have to do first here, as you see me just completely fail to get up on the top of the map here. What you have to do first just to get into the Vault of Glass is defend these 2 what are called three what are called sync plates. This is why you're going to want 6 people. Putting 2 people on each sync plate is a really good strategy. At this point, if you do have 5, there is a way that you can do it, and we sort of figure this out to where you have one guy hovering on the central sync plate to protect that, and off to the well, you see the Praetorians, who are a Vex enemy that don't appear very often in the game proper, but are pretty omnipresent here in this first part of the Vault of Glass. Off to the left here is the door that you actually have to open to get in to the area of the map that's previously been inaccessible. Over there on the left, you just saw it. And yeah, you have to hold these 3 control points basically so that a spire forms. You see it, it's over here to the right. The boulder's kind of blocking it at this point. I'm trying to point it out. It rises from the ground there to the right. You have to hold the control points for probably about 4 or 5 minutes without any Vex getting inside. And that's not a tall order, because right where I'm standing right now is where they just continually spawn. There is no letting up from those guys, and you'll see that you have to revive your partners pretty quickly. I think this is before you reach the darkness zone. In the beginning here, you are able to revive people as soon as they go down. But once you get inside the actual Vault of Glass, different than other sections of the game, you actually have to wait 30 seconds before you can even be revived. And there is no period at which, instantaneously are able to revive it. A teammate has to revive you, and that makes it really, really tough. What we'll watch here is just basically the opening gameplay. This is after my teammates and I have attempted this several times and kind of worked out a strategy that works. The first time we played here, we were not on the same page at all, and took us quite some time to even get into the Vault of Glass. So you won't see in this video some of the more the actual sections of the Vault of Glass that are below ground and in areas that are not accessible during the main campaign here on Venus. If you read my review, or it's not really a review because you just didn't get all the way through this. We got to the second of, well, I guess it's the first sub-boss, and it was a little too difficult for us. But I will say, even though it looks rather frustrating, and certainly my skills look just awful in this gameplay video. In my defense, it was 7 o'clock in the West when we got up to play this. But even though, you know, it's very difficult and very frustrating, there's not a lot of hand-holding. It is a very fun experience. If you have friends who have Destiny right now, you know, unfortunately there's no public matchmaking for this, so you kind of have to group up and decide when you're going to play outside of the game proper, because there is no assistance here. You have to join up in a fire team before you even get into the map itself. So I do highly recommend it. It is a completely different way of playing Destiny. It's a lot of fun. I can tell, you know, before I played this, and before I kind of got into the grinding aspects of this with friends and getting resources, I wasn't really thinking about purchasing the expansion, but I'm really interested to see what Bungie continues to do with the raids. This is the only one that comes with the game itself. If you want another raid, if you're able to get through this one, you're going to have to purchase the Dark Below expansion, which comes out December 9th, I believe. My plan is to ask for it for Christmas, even though I think it's like $40 for the whole package, which is 3 expansions to come in the coming year, which is, you know, having not seen the first expansion, I'm not sure if that's a good deal yet, but it's one I'm definitely considering. So you'll see here, that spire over there to the right of where those guys are spawning is forming, and it's about solid right now. And you don't get any sort of clue as to how much time you have left, or how you're doing, or anything like that. You just kind of got to keep your eye on that spire, and you know, at least the teammates calling out, all right, we got it's forming, and it's almost formed, and that kind of stuff. So not a lot of queues. Like I said, a lot of fun, same basic gameplay. You can see it's formed there, so we're good to go and get into the vault here. But unfortunately, this is where this video ends. So thanks for watching. Thanks for reading the impressions on the Vaulted Glass. Get out there, give it a shot. You won't be disappointed. And thanks for staying tuned for the Tech Deck, Everything Destiny. Have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you soon.